Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga post-commentary. So, due to a mishap that was entirely my fault, the audio went wrong for the next two parts. So the next two parts are going to be post-commentary. But who knows, I haven't done a post-commentary since the Sonic 06 town missions and stuff. So, let's see how this goes. Like, not including like some extra videos, which I think even then it was only Sonic Heroes extra video. So technically that was my last post-commentary, but it's the last one for like an entire single level. Episode 4, technically, A New Hope. It is a period of civil war. Rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire. Princess Leia Organa now has the blueprints to the Empire's new weapon, the Death Star, but her ship is intercepted and boarded by Darth Vader and his Stormtroopers. So this level was something that you unlocked in LEGO Star Wars 1. The True Jedi, LEGO Star Wars 1 didn't have any gold bricks to collect, so getting the True Jedi in every level in LEGO Star Wars 1 got what's known as a Superkit, and you were essentially building Leia's ship. And once you collected all 17 pieces, because episode Bounty Hunter Pursuit didn't exist in Attack of the Clones, you unlocked this extra level, which I think was a great reward. I was a bit confused at first. I was like, no wait, this will probably end after just this one level, and then the rest will be LEGO Star Wars 2. Because I already knew LEGO Star Wars 2 existed, and I will say, because of how much frustration I was having getting the True Jedi at the time, this cutscene made me really annoyed. I was like, oh man, I just spent ages building that. Do you know how many times I had to retake the palace? I don't know why that was the level that was causing me trouble, but it was retake the palace I was having trouble with. But then all that went away when I was like, you could play as Darth Vader. And by the way, this was before I played this game before I watched Star Wars by quite a few years, so I was like, I didn't know that the ship would blow up. But I was kind of annoyed that the ship was destroyed. But then I got to play as Darth Vader and it was all forgiven. Because I just thought, this is awesome. And I always seem to think that Darth Vader's attacks, specifically his double jump attack, was always a bit stronger, like it had a bit more range. I think it was just because it's in quite a narrow level. Although I will say the lighting is very different here. I mean, that could be said about every level in the complete saga. This room is really white in LEGO Star Wars 1. And essentially it looked like secret plans. It's the same ship, so that makes sense. But I just thought that this was an awesome reward. Though I will say now, it is just about the most simple level in LEGO Star Wars. Like, there's really not much here. Because you're mainly just going through a straight corridor. I mean, there are a few things you can go to off to the sides between rooms. You do that like 2 times. Even then, there's only like one room at the end of the tunnel. So there's really not much to this level, and the other rooms are completely optional. But this being a bonus level in LEGO Star Wars 2, as we saw last time, the amount of studs you get has been greatly reduced, which is a shame because this level gave you so many in LEGO Star Wars 1. When you weren't using the opening area to Darth Vader to grind for your studs, which you can't do in the complete saga as well, they took that out. This was the level where you could grind in. You could get well over 150,000 studs. Even in story mode. I mean, free play mode didn't really do anything. In fact, I can't remember if in LEGO Star Wars 1 you could access in free play mode. No, I think you could actually. I think you could. But there wasn't really any incentive in doing so. There was no mini kits in the level or anything like that. It was just a little prologue for LEGO Star Wars 2. Even, you know, obviously you don't play as Darth Vader in that. And he was known as Anakin Skywalker with Darth Vader in brackets. Like, it wasn't simply Darth Vader. And he actually did have all, like, regular Anakin's movesets. Like, he had the spinning single jump attack. He spun in the air for the double jump attack. He had Anakin. It was a complete copy of Anakin's moveset. And you can actually see the grey head of the model underneath Darth Vader's helmet in LEGO Star Wars 1. I'll be honest, it actually is kind of distracting. And even though I know it won't give me that many studs, I still feel the need to go after everything. Alright, now this is the mandatory room. You do have to come here. For some reason, they made 3PO assist Darth Vader in this level. This is non-canon because at the end of the level, I mean, we know it's non-canon, but it's even non-canon to the LEGO Star Wars story. Because at the end of the level, we see 3PO, but Darth Vader has completely disappeared. But for some reason, he's assisting us here. Right, now you simply have to just go around 3PO, and I just barely make it there. That timing is a lot stricter in LEGO Star Wars 1. You have to start... I recommend starting on the one that we could see from the far left, as I did. That was force of habit. No pun intended. But that's what I recommend doing in LEGO Star Wars 1, because it is a lot stricter. Some of them go off near instantly the moment you step off of them. And I'm not sure if you have to step off of them. I think it's just timed. Now again, when it comes to the stud count, that would normally give you loads of studs. In the complete saga, it doesn't give you a single thing. I don't know why they completely omitted all studs from that, but nope, you're not going to get a single thing for breaking all of those. You did have to break all 3 of them, but you got a big reward for doing so. But not here, not in the complete saga. I just don't understand why they added so many new things and they took away or altered so many other things. It's such a weird thing to do. You'd think me in the bonus levels they would make these some of the highest scoring levels. And I get that 2 of them are just like original versions of sort of Gunship Cavalry, but they are generally just original versions of other levels. You know, one of them is brand new. This one was a high rewarding level. You just barely get anything for it here. And the other 2 you don't even get studs technically. They don't count. More on that in the next 2 parts. So this is a room that had me confused for so long, and I don't know what the Stormtroopers doing over there. Believe it or not, I for a long time couldn't work out that you had to spell Lego. It took me forever to realise it, but it wasn't until LEGO Star Wars 2 where I discovered that the Lego City level also had you build this, and I was terrified when I saw it. Then I gradually began to notice, hang on, this looks like I could make an L. I think that's what happened anyway, several years ago. I was like, oh, don't tell me you just have to spell Lego. And then the moment I did that, the moment I finished Lego City, I was like, right, back to LEGO Star Wars 1. It's time to finally build that thing and see what happens. And the answer is you get a hell of a lot of studs, and again, massively downgraded here. But you got so many studs. I mean, it didn't really matter because most of them, they were so scattered. There was no way you were going to be able to collect them all anyway. You're only going to get a small few of them. But still, I felt so stupid when I discovered that's all it was. Just build that. I mean, the G is a bit questionable, and it is slightly different. The G is slightly different in LEGO Star Wars 2. Which we'll see in the next part. But here, my god, 3PO, you are so shiny. It's like looking at Sonic Adventure DX on the GameCube. Maybe you need 3PO to get through this one door. No, actually 2 doors. 2 doors. There is a door at the end, and your enemies are the rebel soldiers, the rebel troopers, and they will be treated like the good guys when you're in the hub world, because I mean, they are the good guys. They should be treated as such. They are the heroes, the rebels. Rebellions are built on hope. That altered line in Rogue One. I really want to see an original cut of Rogue One. One that looks like... one that's more of what we had in the first trailer. Just to see what it looks like. Because I'm really interested in knowing what the original idea was. Whether we actually see them all working together to destroy the AT-ATs. Or at least running past them. We never got any of that. We don't really see them work together in Rogue One. I want... a Rogue One director's cut or whatever, because I think Superman 2 had that. They changed the directors, but they did release an original cut several years later. I want to see that for Rogue One. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but I actually do really want to see that. I mean, that room is technically plot. That's the end of the level, by the way. It's in that other tunnel. There's really no point in going through here, but this is one of the richer rooms in this version of the level anyway. But it's also by far the most tedious. So in order to get all of the studs that are in each corner of the room, you need to build this thing. And you can destroy these, whatever they are on the side. They're just random cylinders. I'm guessing they're filled with gas. I don't know. Somehow this can go through the glass, so that's 600 plot holes right there. And then you very slowly spin this thing around. And you can see it moves the fans. And then once that happens, jump, pick up the studs, and then repeat the process because it doesn't spin for very long. And if you want to get all those studs, and yes, that's what I do, then you are going to have to spin this thing 4 separate times. It's incredibly tedious to do it. I don't know why we couldn't just keep it spinning. Or at least keep it spinning for a longer period of time, because this is not very interesting. So that's 2. And you got to wait for the thing to stop completely. You can't just catch it while it's slowing down and then start it up again. I don't know why, because many other things in LEGO Star Wars allow you to do something like that. But no, we got to wait for it to slow down completely. Well, to stop completely. And then you can jump on the fan. I don't know why I keep running over to it. I always do that. Because I'm not going to accomplish anything. What is this thing anyway? It just seems to power the fans. I want to know how we could get it through the glass. We can just do that. We can ignore glass in Star Wars. Why not? I can believe anything that I see in Star Wars. Unlike some people. Obi-Wan Anakin can backflip, jump, balance on tiny robots, all whilst fighting with laser swords dangerously close to volcanic lava, but you'll draw the line at Leia pulling herself to a ship. You really, that's where you draw the line? It's like the least ridiculous thing that Star Wars has ever done. Anyway, you do that. And then you open that room. I don't know why I want to finish as Vader. I think it's because I wanted to end the level as Vader. And then go into Lego City. Anyway, Vader and the Stormtrooper are no longer there. And now we can play in free play mode. Again, there's no reason to do that. It's just available to you. There's no reason to play it in free play mode. You're not going to achieve anything. So close to 3 million studs. Thankfully, I get a gold brick. Which gets me to 3 million studs. Good old 71. Almost halfway there, folks. We're almost halfway there. And then that was it. Then it would just roll credits. Bit of a weird place to have the credits. And yeah, this was something I had forgotten. Because again, it had been a while since I played LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. For some reason, even though you played as the Stormtrooper in that level, it doesn't add the Stormtrooper to the character count. And I really don't know why, because that is what would happen in LEGO Star Wars 1. Vader and the Stormtrooper would both be added to the character list. I don't know why it doesn't do that for the Stormtrooper there. I don't know what happens if you go into that level before you've played Jedi Destiny either. That's an interesting thought. What happens? I'm guessing it doesn't add anything. But I don't know why. You still have to buy the Stormtrooper. But anyway, going to be doing some more post-commentary next part, and that's when we get to the secret level of LEGO Star Wars 2, which will be Lego City. Quite a different level, but it's going to be a sort of idea that we're going to be seeing in quite a few times in this game. So, I will see you guys then.